So in this video, we're going to be talking about rates. R-A-T-E-S. Now, you're familiar with rates. You probably haven't thought of them as rates before, but that's okay. Let's talk about some of these rates. A really good example of a rate is a speed. Like, let's say you're driving in your car. When you're driving in your car, you might be driving at 60 kilometers per hour. Now, it's important that you think about how we say that. 60 kilometers per P-E-R hour, kilometers per hour. Now, the way that we calculate somebody's speed is with the formula speed equals distance. That's distance in kilometers over time. That's time in hours and distance in kilometers. So speed equals distance over time equals kilometers per hour. When we say the word per, what we're really saying is divided by. When we say the word per, what we're really saying is divided by. So speed equals 60 kilometers per hour. But there's lots of other things as well. So often costs. So when you're buying bananas, you might hear that bananas cost $2.50 per kilogram. That per really means divided by. So if we want to know the cost of those bananas, we write dollars cost over kilograms. $2.50 per kilogram. The per really means divided by. All right, let's try out a couple of examples from your textbook here. So here's our first example. A shearer, someone who shears sheep, is shearing 1,110 sheep in 5 days. What is the rate? Now, first of all, the rate is going to be sheep per day. How many sheep per day is this person shearing? That's going to be equal to the number of sheep divided by per the number of sheep divided by the number of days. So this person sheared 1,110 sheep in 5 days. That means that he's shearing 222 sheep per day. Or we can write it as sheep per day. Okay, so there's an example. A second example here. 8 litres of fuel costs $12.56. Now, the rate there, it's similar to the banana example we had earlier. The rate is dollars per litre. Dollars per litre. And that's going to be equal to dollars, the money, divided by the number of litres. The dollars, it's $12.56. $12.56 for 8 litres divided by 8 litres. And if you type that into your calculator, you'll get $1.57 per litre. Okay, so that's how rates are working. If we take a look at one more example here, this is a favourite one of mine. A cricket team scored 152 runs in 20 overs. So if they scored 152 runs in 20 overs, how many runs are they scoring per over? Runs per over. That's going to be equal to runs per divided by the number of overs. So they scored 152 runs, 152 runs in 20 overs. So 152 divided by 20 is 7.6 runs per over. That's all right in like a one-day international, but not great in a game of 2020. Okay, so that's rates. Remember that this something per something, the formula is always the same. The first thing divided by the second thing. All right, that's a good introduction, I hope, to rates. Make sure you've taken notes on all of those things. If you need to pause the video, make sure you do. And then we'll do some of this stuff in class.